So we are out on an adventure. The best laid plans. We had plan A all planned out. That didn't work. Then we had plan B set up. That didn't work. It snowed south of us, exactly where we were going.
And east.
And east of us, exactly where we were going, plan A and plan B. So we were like, okay, what's plan C?
Head north.
We went north. So we are going to go to the Kinzua Bridge, which we've been wanting to see that. And we're pretty excited about seeing that. We're going to do that tomorrow. Today we're heading up to Ole Bull State Park. There are only a few state parks in the state of Pennsylvania that have year-round camping with electric hookups, which we would have to have in order to camp in these cold temperatures. We're going to be testing out the heater again. We have camped when it was 17 degrees. So we have camped in cold weather. I have a feeling we're going to be camping in it again tonight. So we'll keep you guys posted. So we spotted this on our way up to Kinzua Bridge. We're actually staying at one of the state parks up here. Anyway, I thought this was pretty interesting, so we thought we'd stop. It's kind of neat. It's a little, I don't know, I guess it's just a little private community back in here. So anyhow, but there is like a rail trail through here. And looks like maybe you could camp. Yep, it's a rail trail. Bikes, e-bikes are not allowed, but bikes are. But that's what that is. Okay, cool. Okay, so you can see we're walking up. I'm guessing this used to be an old railroad bridge. I don't know much about the history of this area, so I'd have to look up some information. Maybe you do. If you do, you can share it with us. We'd be glad to learn. We're getting ready to cross over into cross this river. Okay, so getting ready to cross over this bridge, and I think this is called Pine Creek. And no jumping and no loitering is allowed. Be sure not to jump. I'm guessing they mean jumping from the bridge. Oh, it's a beautiful creek. I would have thought that it was a river. It's so big. Shannon and I noticed it's a pretty strong current. Ooh, it's chilly out today. See the ice over there on the side of the ridge. It's about 30 degrees and the wind's blowing, so yeah, it's chilly. Gorgeous though. Beautiful area. There you can see the mountains. I guess this is kind of a gorge here. Yeah. It's gorgeous through here. All these mountains. So we're in the Dalton State Forest. I'm not quite sure if that's exactly how you pronounce it. I was trying to find something that shows you how to pronounce it. But anyhow, that is the state forest that we're in. Quite honestly, never even heard of it. But it's beautiful. Really, really pretty area. So you can see, I was commenting that the weather has not warmed up at all today. We were hoping it was supposed to get to what, 36?
Yeah, eventually.
I don't think it's gonna happen. So we are traveling through the town of Waterville. Wow, it's pretty. Look, there's a video. Gorgeous. There's a tavern. And it looks like that's that Pine Creek that's over there. It's a pretty fast moving creek. It looks like a river to me, but it's a creek. It's cute, cute little area. And it's right along this creek. All these cute little homes and little restaurants and stuff through here. What you can see. I don't know. Anyway. Waterville. That was Waterville. Waterville area. We noticed that rail trail that we were walking on is all the way up through here. It's pretty cool. If I had a bike, that would be an awesome bike trail. And that's what it's for. It's for biking or walking if you want to walk it. But yeah. So again, we are in the Dalton State Park, State Forest, I'm sorry, Waterville Division. And it's gorgeous. It really is a beautiful area. If I can show you down here, there's a creek running through down here. See it? Gorgeous. How pretty that is. And we are in Dalton. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, and if I'm saying it wrong, somebody tell me. But this is the forest that we're in, and it is really pretty through here. So anyhow, we decided to take a little side trip. And this is part of the fun when we go out on some of these kinds of adventures, is just going, oh, that looks cool, let's go check this out. So it's kind of what we're doing right now. We took a left into this park area just to see what was up here, and we'll share it with you. You can't see them hardly. That's a bald eagle. I can't get close enough. Okay, so this creek, I'm not sure what the name of it is, this creek. And it runs all down the side of this road. What is this, Highway 44? Okay, so we're on Highway 44, heading up the mountain to one of the state parks that we saw, on our way to the Ole Bull State Park, I think is what it's called. Anyhow, this is beautiful. We wanted to share that with you. We had to stop and get out and take a look at this. Gorgeous. Pretty coming down out of the mountain there. Okay, so we drove past Hyner State Park, State Run, or Hyner Run State Park. Isn't that the name of it? Hyner Run. Okay. Okay, so this was evidently the site of the CCC camp number S75, looks like from 1933 to 41. Of course, these are scattered all over the state of Pennsylvania, but you can see, this is beautiful. But you can see some of the old stonework and some of the pavilions scattered across the park. This is Heiner View State Park. Yes, we are headed up, and I mean up, to Heiner View State Park, and it's a view. I just took a picture of what looks to me like the viewing area, and it's like way up there, and I'm going to swing you around here. See, up there, way up there on top of the mountain. That's where we're headed, and we're on this what is supposed to be a 2-lane road. We're praying to God we don't run into anybody, so here we go. But anyhow, if you look down here though, it's pretty much straight down. So we've reached the top of Hyner View State Park, and it's a fantastic view. But we were saying that this is very similar to the Pennsylvania Grand Canyon view, but without all of the touristy stuff and the great big visitor center that's there. Anyhow, like I was saying, it's been compared to the Pennsylvania Grand Canyon view. It's not as popular, and today, is there anybody else here?
There's one car.
There's maybe one car here, so we pretty much will have the place to ourselves. So we're going to get out and we're going to share what we find with you. And oh my gosh, this is just spectacular up here. So this is the lookout area. Looks like we have some CCC history going on here. Okay. Yep. got you here is in remembrance of the 8 CCC camps: Hyner, Shingle Branch, Dyer Farm, State Camp, 2 Mile Run, Cook's Run, Hemmersley Fork, Ole Bull, our local historian Leonard Perucha, and Mayor Don Pagnotta. Wow. So I'm guessing Joseph Wiedemeyer probably helped with this. Pretty cool. That's really neat. And then here's some information boards, some kiosks. Okay. Okay, so we just finished visiting Hyner. I'm sorry, Hyner. Hyner Run State Park and Hyner View State Park. When we got up to the Hyner View State Park, we lost some of our footage. Didn't realize that I had my camera on a setting that doesn't allow us to transfer files, so I messed that one up. Anyhow, Shannon did take some nice pictures to share with you so you can see what we were seeing, but it was a spectacular view, and we're real glad that we took the time to veer off to both of those state parks because they were both really nice areas, and we'll probably go back someday. So anyhow, we wanted to share that with you. So anyhow, Shannon and I left the Heiner View State Park, and instead of going down the mountain on the paved road, we took Heiner View Road, which was a dirt road that cut across. It's 5 miles long, and you can see it in front of you. It's just a dirt and gravel road that cuts across the mountain to get over to Highway 44. We actually came up 44, came up all the way up the mountain, down the mountain, around, and then back up to get to that Heiner View State Park, which was, I don't know, about 20 miles, wasn't it, going that way? Anyway, this is 5 miles to cut across just to get back to 44, so that's what we're doing. So this is Ole Bull State Park. We're just kind of taking a little look around at everything. Look at this. This is incredible. This is part of the campground that we're going to. Okay, so Shannon and I have stopped for the night here at Ole Bull State Park Campground. We're at site number 30. She is making a fire, and we have some potatoes on the fire. We're going to cook some burgers, have dinner. It's pretty cold out. About 20, what would you say? It's pretty darn cold. It's in the 20s, yeah. But we do have a heater for the van, so we're going to be fine. Lots of warm blankets and so forth, so we'll be good. We are thrilled to find this because this was a nice place for us to stop for what we are intending to do, which is to go see the Kinzua Bridge. We're doing that tomorrow, and that will be in a separate video if you guys are interested in watching that. Anyhow, we're going to say goodnight from here. Thanks for joining us today as we traveled through Pennsylvania state parks. We were thrilled to find so many of them so close together that we could visit, and I hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you later. Okay, so we are on our way to the Kinzua Bridge, and we saw that Cherry Springs is in this area, another state park. And there's this overlook here that you can stop and look at. Pretty, huh? And this is just a marquee talking about the vista that you're looking at here. Isn't that cool? Wow. You hear that? Yeah. That is the electricity running through that. Ooh, scary. Alright, so this is state park number 7.
6 or 7, we're not sure.
On our journey. So, yeah, pretty cool, huh? And from what I understand, this is a dark sky park. A lot of people come up here to do stargazing and so forth. Okay, so so we have stopped at the Cherry Springs State Park, and this is a dark sky park. They have camping here up on top of this mountain. It's like an open bald area. And the campground is pretty primitive. Looks like maybe they have some outhouse type restrooms maybe. Anyhow, you can see it over here. And out there, I'm guessing, it's where you can set up to stargaze. Of course, you can do it from the campsite too, probably, if nobody's lighting a fire. And here you go. All right. So I don't know if it's closed now or not. I'd have to look it up, whether or not you could come out here and do some stargazing. I guess not, because the parking lot is open. I don't know about camping overnight, if that's okay, but you need to check online. But yeah, it's the top of the mountains, just an open bald area. Pretty cool. Might have to come out here and do this sometime. And here's a marquee. Kind of helps you find some of the constellations if you decide to come out here. But yeah, this is a huge, huge open field. They actually have an amphitheater out here as well. So pretty neat, pretty neat. It looks like they have a couple little outhouse areas, so that's nice. Okay, so this place is pretty popular. This is, I mean, just a huge parking lot. So I would guess that this is pretty popular. It's pretty darn cold today, so I don't think you're going to get too many people out here, but pretty neat. And they have these mounds built up all around the viewing area to help keep the light out. Shannon's walking back from taking a picture. We are at Patterson State Park, another state park today. And this is day 2 of our Pennsylvania road trip. Found another state park. All right, so this is Patterson State Park, and there are some little campsites here. Not very many, I think 9 or 10. They're just tent campsites, so I don't know. This caters mostly to snowmobiles and that sort of thing. ATVs, I believe.
For the season.
It's closed for the season, so you can't camp here now. So I'm not sure. It's really tiny. There's not much to it. This is like an old CCC pavilion right here. All right, so road trip day 2. We just finished looking at Patterson State Park, and we're now leaving the Susquehannock State Forest. So, part of the trip. So we have made it up to the Kinzua Bridge State Park, and this is the visitor center in front of you. All right, so we're going to head out, take some looky-loos around. Pretty neat. Day 2 of our road trip. We're on our way home, but we've run into a couple more state parks. So we are at Parker Dam. We're having lunch here. We're sitting in Fran. It's pretty cold and windy, so we thought we'd sit in the van and finish our lunch. And then we're going to go check out the park. So if you look across the lake here, you see that says Parker Dam. And this was built by the CCC. There's a lot of CCC history at this particular state park. Yeah, we're going to take you around just a little bit. So anyhow, this is a cool little state park. Very pretty. There's a campground and cabins available. It's January, so I don't think anything's available to stay in as far as the campground. I don't know if the cabins are open or not, but anyhow, pretty area. So again, a lot of CCC history here. You can hear the spillway. This is a little museum here at the park. Take you over here and look. Okay, so we're going to take you around here. Let's see. Love the sign. Wish I could find one of those somewhere. And then a little bit of history. cool. Old photographs. Down here, really cool. One of the tractors and
Bulldozer, and I forget what that was called.
I'm not sure what that is, but anyway, these were used during the CCC era as they were constructing.
A bulldozer and a grader.
Okay, that's what that is. And this is kind of a museum. It's hard to see inside, but you can see they've got some things set up as it would have been during that period. Looks like an old pickle jar or pickle barrel. Let's see if we can't see in this window a little bit better. Kind of hard to see. So it's not open, I take it. Did you try the door? Oh, and here's a bag.
See the mannequins walking there?
Yeah. So they've got like a, it's kind of a cool little museum here set up. Pretty area. There you go. So another state park. Incredible. So these are some log cabins that are at the S.B. Elliott State Park. There is a very tiny campground here. It's closed right now, and there are cabins available, which I don't know if they're open or not. You'd have to look on the website. Shannon's out there taking some pictures. There's some day use areas. It's just a tiny little state park. And this is the campground. You can't get in there right now. They do have it blocked off. But it's just a primitive campground with fire rings and picnic tables. So I guess you could probably pull, like we could pull our van into one of these and camp and be fine. But there is no electric. I don't see electric anywhere. Looks like they have a few pavilions. So it's just a tiny little pit stop. Cute little place. So thanks everybody for joining us on our road trip to Pennsylvania, through Pennsylvania. We were just so impressed with how many state parks we got to visit this time around. Really enjoyed it. And should be getting home here later on today. But
We got a trek home.
yeah, we've got quite a ways to get home, but that's okay. We really enjoyed it. Got to see some really pretty state parks, really pretty parts of the state.
Northwest PA is beautiful.
Yeah, and a lot of the CCC stuff. We really enjoyed that. So, anyhow, thanks for joining us, and thanks for wandering out yonder with us. And we'll see you guys later.